Now this is about Salam, who is a substitute of the girl or lady who was to recite a nazm. Now she suddenly fell ill, so in her place a substitute, Aziza Sabab Salam, is taking over. Sabab Salam?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
तेरी महबत में मेरे प्यारे हर के मुसीबत उठाएंगे हम तेरी महबत में मेरे प्यारे हर के मुसीबत उठाएंगे हम मगर न छोड़ेंगे तुझको हरगिज़ न तेरे दर पर से जाएंगे हम मगर न छोड़ेंगे तुझको हरगिज़ न तेरे दर पर से जाएंगे हम तेरी महबत के जुर्म में हम जो पीस भी डाल जाएंगे हम जो पीस भी डाल जाएंगे हम तो उसको जानेंगे ऐन राहत न दिल में कुछ ख्याल लाएंगे हम तो उसको जानेंगे ऐन राहत न दिल में कुछ ख्याल लाएंगे हम सुनेंगे हरगिज़ न गैर की हम न उसके धोखे में आएंगे हम न उसके धोखे में आएंगे हम बस एक तेरे हुजूर में ही सरे इताअत झुकाएंगे हम बस एक तेरे हुजूर में ही सरे इताअत झुकाएंगे हम वो शहर जो कुफ्र का है मरकज़ है जिस पे दीने मसीह नाज़ा है जिस पे दीने मसीह नाज़ा खुदाए वाहिद के नाम पर एक अब इसमें मस्जिद बनाएंगे इसमें मस्जिद बनाएंगे हम फिर उसकी मीनार पर से दुनिया को हक की जाने बुलाएंगे हम हक की जाने बुलाएंगे हम कलाम-ए रब्बे रहीम रहमान बताएंगे वाला सुनाएंगे हम कलाम-ए रब्बे रहीम रहमान बताएंगे वाला सुनाएंगे हम तेरी मोहब्बत में मेरे प्यारे हर एक मुसीबत उठाएंगे हम मगर न छोड़ेंगे तुझको हरगिज़ न तेरे पर से जाएंगे हम
Translation?
Out of love for you, my beloved, we will endure every hardship. Never will we forsake you, nor leave your threshold. If loving you is deemed a crime, then yes, even if we are crushed to pieces, we will regard it as a source of pleasure. It will not burden our hearts. We will bow our heads. We will not listen to the outsider, nor will we be caught up in his deception. We will bow our heads in obedience to you, and you alone. That city which is the center of non-believers, where Christianity stands proud. In the name of one God, we will build a mosque there. Then, from its minaret, we shall call the entire world towards truth, and we will loudly proclaim the word of the gracious and merciful Lord.
Anyone who knows what this poem is about, and which mosque and who built it, and what has it got to do with ladies? Why this poem was chosen for this specific occasion? Can anyone say anything about it? All right, you can? That's not all. Tell us more about it.
It was made with the ladies.
Through microphone. Come to the microphone and explain. Evidently, this poem was very intelligently chosen for this purpose on this occasion. And you're sitting in that place which is being talked about. There was no sign of it as yet when Hazrat Muslim Maud said this poem.
This poem is for the London Mosque, which was constructed with the contributions by the Ahmadi ladies. They gave their ornaments and they gave money, and it was made in 1924.
And what else has been fulfilled as a prophecy?
You are here, Azur?
Huh?
Is that a prophecy?
No, tell us all about it. Didn't you listen to the poem carefully with intention?
I don't remember it. I did enjoy it, listen to it, but I didn't. I don't remember the words.
That's the problem of good voice.
That's right.
You're lost in the voice.
Sure.
And forget about the contents.
That's what's happened.
So this is a poem by Hazrat Muslim Maud about the future of Jamaat Ahmadiyya as related to this mosque, which was about to be built. And in this, he prophesied unawares, without really knowing what he was talking about. In fact, this was his wish, which became fulfilled by Allah. More than that, in fact. That is what I say. That is why I said he did not know fully what he was talking about. He was talking about the spread of message from this center, the message of unity to the whole world. From the township which takes its pride in claiming false godhead for you, Jesus Christ. So from this center, we'll invite the whole world to the unity of Allah. But how will the unity message will be conveyed to the whole world? This is what he could not realize at that time. Now with the grace of Allah, the minaret he is talking about is not that minaret which you see over there. Nobody goes into the minaret and addresses the whole world. It is the minaret of MTA, through which the whole world is being invited to the unity of Allah. And in this, mashallah, Ahmadi ladies played a memorable role, which will go down into history as a great compliment to Ahmadi ladies, because it was through their sacrifices, financial sacrifices, that this mosque, this center, everything about it was built. And no man was permitted to participate in it, only ladies did it. That was also very important, because against Islam, it is being propagated that women are given a secondary or tertiary role or no role at all in Islam. Here the prime role was played by Ahmadi women. So as such, this is a very important poem, which should be memorized by all Ahmadi girls and women, and they should understand the true meaning in all its depth. Thank you. Jazakumullah. Thank you for choosing this.
Mrs. Mumtaz Nasir Khan will read out the
course.
questions we have collected.
Yes, okay. Mumtaz Nasir, wa alaikum assalam.
Hazur, there's a question from Rifat Bashir from Purley,
Yes.
Purley's president. She says, Assalamu alaikum, Hazur. This is a habit of some Muslim people to hold Quran Kahani sessions in their homes. Is this type of recitation accepted by God, and do souls benefit from it?
There is no such thing as reported during the time of Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There was no Quran Khani Majlis at all, anywhere during the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam or during the time of his Khulafa. And during the recorded time of history in the first 3 centuries. So this something is only done for the sake of those who do not know what Quran is and who do not understand a word when the Quran Khani is being done. So it's useless. It must be completely discouraged. And if Ahmadis appear in such sessions, Ahmadi ladies, it's only to show off that we have regard for the Quran. This is no regard for the Quran. This is a disregard.
So if they invite Ahmadi ladies,
They should tell them, you come to our sessions in which we explain the Quran is translated, the Quran is explained, and our dars being held and Quran class being held every week, twice a week. So you tell them we respect and we do not want to come because we think it's an insult to the Quran, the way you are holding these sessions.
She hasn't. There are some questions in Urdu, Huzur, because some of the ladies can't understand in English. So am I allowed to read them in Urdu? एक गैर अहमदी ने एतराज़ किया है कि हज़रत मसीह मऊद अलैहिस्सलाम नाम नहीं दिया उन्होंने नहीं नाम.
No question will be asked here which is without a name.
She's there, so.
Huh? Why didn't you write your name? Huh? अच्छा चलें अब बताएं नाम बताएं. हाँ हाँ जानता हूँ.
From.
Amatul Rashid Sheikh. Now read it.
एक गैर अहमदी ने एतराज़ किया है कि हज़रत मसीह मऊद अलैहिस्सलाम अगर रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के सच्चे आशिक थे तो इन्होंने हज क्यों नहीं किया?
इसलिए कि सच्चे आशिक को हज से रोक दिया गया. रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को भी हज से रोका गया था, तो उनके आशिक को भी रोका गया. ये तो सुन्नत पूरी हुई है. In fact, Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was obstructed by the Meccans from performing Umrah and later Hajj, refused to do the Hajj under the prevailing conditions. All his companions, all together, were in favor of entering Mecca forcibly to fulfill a dream of Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam in which he had seen himself and his Sahaba performing Umrah and Hajj. The only one person who was against it was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And his argument was very powerful. Although Sahaba could not understand it at that time, but his argument was that in the verses of the Quran in which you are required to perform Hajj, the passage should be safe. And when the passage is not safe, you are not required by Allah to perform Hajj. So how can you call a safe passage between that Makkah and here? The passage will be strewn with blood. So this passage is not safe. So he understood the Quran better than anyone else in the whole world. So that is why he did not perform Hajj. Now, the same ulama which raised objection against Masih Maud not performing Hajj made it impossible for him to perform Hajj because they left the whole passage unsafe. They made the whole passage unsafe. So this is the right answer. Please.
Next question is by Sarah Serpong, North London. Serpong, I think it's a Chinese name.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Please, Hazur, I would like to know if it is all right for me to pay Tariqa Jadid for my deceased parents who were non-Muslims.
If they were non-Muslims, then I think it's not proper. You pay on behalf of somebody while he's dead, when that somebody used to do the same thing while he was alive. Otherwise, it is your good work which will not be transferred to his or her account. You understand the point, basic point? If somebody has not been saying prayers while he lived, You can say prayers all your life on his behalf, but he will not benefit from it, nor will you, because it will be useless. So the non-Muslim Ahmadi and non-Muslim parents can be done service by you if you pray for them. If they are mushrikeen, if they are idolaters, you can't even pray for them. You rest their case with God. But if they were non-Muslims, for instance Christians or Jews or whatever they were, as long as they were not idolaters, you can pray for their forgiveness, and that is the best you can do.
Next one is by Sajda Nadeem from Sutton. She's education secretary.
Where is she? Is she here, sitting here?
She's standing there.
Right.
This is to do with अतकाफ. अगर एक औरत घर में खावंद की ज़िम्मेदारी अदा करती है, बच्चों का ख्याल रखती है और घर में मसरूफ़ात की वजह से मस्जिद में आकर इत्काफ नहीं बैठ सकती और रात घर में इबादत में गुजारती हैं, तो इसको इत्काफ का सवाब मिलता है या नहीं?
सवाब इत्काफ से भी ज़्यादा मिल सकता है अल्लाह के यहाँ. It all depends on how dedicated that lady is and how Allah accepts his dedication. So this is a question which I cannot answer because only Allah knows how much sawab he will give or render to her account. Only Allah knows.
She must have experienced something from Allah. So, Ansa Amjad, she's asking also in Urdu.
Ansa Amjad. Yes, please.
अहमदी गैर अहमदी की इमामत में नमाज नहीं पढ़ सकता, तो अगर एक अहमदी हज या उम्रा करने जाए तो इमाम काबा की इमामत में नमाज.
This question has been repeatedly answered by me so many times that I don't want to say I am fed up, but I am overburdened with the same question. Listen to the cassettes. I have explained it fully in my question answer sessions so many times. So you can get hold of the recorded cassette, whether you choose it to be audio or video, the answer will be found there.
The next question is by Qudsiya Ahmad. Can a woman bring a bad luck to her new home? In other words, क्या कोई औरत सबज कदम हो सकती है या नहीं?
Sabaz kadam. Sabaz kadam normally should be understood to be a lady with good luck, because sabz is good rang. But in Urdu, when you say sabaz kadam, it means a lady who brings bad luck to your house. I doubt if you can call any lady to be sabaz kadam as being created as such. But if some lady wishes ill of others, then she is sabaz kadam. Wherever she'll go, she'll look with jealousy, she'll look with evil prayers in her heart. So only that much you can say, but sabaz kadam, the concept of sabaz kadam is wrong. There is no such thing as sabaz kadam lady.
And she's also, this is the second question of the same question. या कोई बच्चा पैदाइश के बाद वारदान के लिए बबरकत मनूस हो सकता है या नहीं?
Stupid बातें हैं सब. Every child is born on fitra. Why does this lady forget this thing? Whatever it is, but you tell the Ghair Ahmadi about this, what I'm telling you. According to the Holy Quran, every child is born on fitrah. Fitrat Allah illati ja'ala nasa. क्या है बोलो? फतर नासा है. Allah's own fitrat. And Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said the same thing. So how can a child be manhus carrying Allah's fitrat? Abawahu yuhawwidanihi or yunasiranihi. or you majasa nahi. It is his parents who turn him into a manhus boy if they so desire. Right?
Okay, there's another question also in Urdu. मेरा सवाल ये है कि बाज़ बच्चियाँ जो कि मस्जिद में मुकम्मल पर्दा करती हैं जबकि इनको मस्जिद से बाहर देखा जाए तो बिल्कुल पर्दा नहीं करती और
इसलिए they do it because they want to hide their face from good people and they don't want to hide their faces from bad people. So let them do what they do. They have the choice, but for them they choose the evil choice. You must explain it to them.
And also she says that अफसोस ये है कि बच्चियाँ MTA में नमूना बनी होती हैं बाहर बिल्कुल पर्दा नहीं करती.
This is wrong. Absolutely false. Somebody is imagining things. Those girls who are on MTA, I mean Urdu class for instance.
My own girls.
Your own girls.
And they do.
They've been walking along with me for during Ramadan walks, and they were absolutely beautifully well clad. And they observed parda very well. In fact, people were surprised at watching them participating in sports and yet fully clad and properly clad and with parda. So somebody is saying bad things, had decided to say bad things, that's all.
Okay, this one hasn't got
the whole question, though both questions are showing underlying jealousy, which is a bad thing. Much worse than not observing parda.
Okay, a bit difficult question. A lady from Bournemouth, she says that in Pakistan her baby died and they didn't tell her how, the baby lived for 3 days and they didn't do janazah and they buried the baby without the janazah prayers. This lady's baby was born alive.
Yes. If the baby after birth lived, even for one breath, the janazah is jaiz, is absolutely permissible. It should be said, I mean, not only permissible, the janazah should be observed if the baby only breathed even once. My own daughter was almost stillborn, but it was evidence that she breathed after birth. So I also said the janazah of that little girl.
It's not finished yet. I haven't finished the question.
Now she can say janazah prayer. She can say it now.
Finish the question.
क्वेश्चन ये था कि बच्चे की डेथ हुई थी पाकिस्तान में 3 दिन वो जिंदा रहा लेकिन जो सर्टिफिकेट दिए वो है कि बच्चा मरा हुआ पैदा हुआ है
मगर जिसने इनको तो पता है
ये
भी फायदा क्या ये मैं समझा था. The mother knows because the child didn't die in the hospital. Whatever certificate the hospital may have issued the certificate afterwards. But the child lived in her own house and it kept breathing during the first 3 days. Yes, please.
What she's saying, she knew the child was alive, but the nurses and the hospital people, she was very ill herself most probably, and they did the...
What does it matter?
So she can do the janazah. Okay.
When she knew the baby was alive,
yes,
she should have said the janazah.
Yes.
Why did she follow the hospital certificate? It's meaningless.
She didn't follow it. She opened the certificate afterward.
So
she can.
So what is the question then?
The question is, can she do janazah now or whatever?
Why now? Why not then? Please. She wants to do janazah after the certificate tells the child to be a stillborn child. While she observed her to be living and didn't say janazah, I can't help her. See, strange question
It
and
is,
meaningless.
yes.
Please.
This one hasn't got a name. Can somebody give me the name of जो रोज़े का सवाल पूछा, बीमार हो जाए तो 3 दिन के शवाल के रोज़े रख सकता है ये?
क्या?
She hasn't given the name on this one, is it?
Who is the lady who has asked this question?
शवाल के 3 रोज़े 6 रोज़े नहीं रख सकती, उसने 3 रखे हैं और बीमार हो गई थी, तो उसके बाद रख सकती हैं?
नफली रोज़े हैं?
जी.
हाँ, doesn't make any difference.
Any more questions, ladies? If you can come over here.
पूछें क्या बात है?
कहती हैं दूसरे.
What does she want to
It's
say?
not on the other side.
Huh?
बचका तो 2 आपके पास.
Somebody should go to the place where she is sitting and find out what she wants to say.
No, I think you've answered. She said it's the second question. Hazur, you have answered already that कि जो छूट जाए तो रख सकते हैं. So it's not relevant. क्या इसके बावजूद सवाल रोज़े रख सकती हूँ या क्या शवाल के रोज़े पहले रखने चाहिए या वो? It doesn't make any.
Can't have full rosas.
So
Due to periods, menses.
so what?
So can they have shawal rosa?
When she is not permitted to have rosa, when it is obligatory, and she does not, why can't she abstain from observing rosa when it is not obligatory at all?
She asked
Amazing question.
whether she should have rosas, first shawal rosa and then the left rosas.
No, it is wrong. No rosa should be observed which is optional, while still some obligatory rosas are pending over your head. First perform those rosas which are obligatory, and then you can do the optional rosas, not otherwise. Next, please.
I think we almost run out of questions, Hazur.
You run out of questions?
Almost, yes. There's one.
Unfortunately, you have not run out of time. You still have 15 minutes to go.
There is one question.
No, don't encourage ladies to come when you have stopped them from coming to this microphone.
I think she still
Let
didn't
them
understand.
Send somebody to her. Otherwise, all ladies will start coming over here.
Okay, somebody wrote about a dream they had. Before I went for my visit to Qadian, this is Rifat Bashir again. Before I went for visit to Qadian, I saw in my dream Prophet Muhammad.
No dreams.
No dreams.
No dreams here.
Okay.
In fact, the dreams should not be told publicly.
Okay.
Because the dreams could be of such nature as the message may not be understood by everybody, and a wrong message could be delivered to some. So that is why it is discouraged for you to start telling your dreams in public. Right?
There's one more question by Vajiha. She says...
Where is Vajiha? I know, it's about your bad throat. Have you started taking medicine? Of course you have. And you feel better?
Yes.
And why didn't you sing instead of your sister?
Still not completely better.
Now, The question, please.
She says, do you want to?
No, again.
Sorry, Hazur, maaf karna. She says that it's a question Amir Sahib actually answered yesterday, that on the tabligh stalls, can they go on the tabligh stalls accompanied by their families?
Yes, why not? While they observe parda, particularly on tabligh stalls, this is very important. Observe parda as we understand it to be the parda. And do tabligh as much as you like, but along with family members, of course, or yes, better family members.
Yes, sir. This is by Fahmida Rashid from North London. Hazur, in the Holy Quran about tarka, why is it that a wife gets very little from her husband's share, even though she helped all her life in helping him?
कब मिलता है थोड़ा उसको? तरका. You see, तरका जब मिलता है उसको तो बीवी तो नहीं होती. She, I have answered this question again many times. In fact, a girl, when she is born, inherits only half, because when she grows old, it is not her responsibility to run the house. A boy gets twice as much, because when he grows old, it is his responsibility to take care of himself and his wife and children, if later on they are blessed with children. So economically, the wheel is to be pushed by man, not by woman. So that is why during my sermon I mentioned one hadith of this nature and explained it. Didn't I?
Also in the Quran classes.
Yes, in the Quran classes, yes.
Any more questions, ladies?
Any questions which might have arisen while you are sitting here? You have some question? Yes. Your sister has a question to ask. Find out.
Capital.
Has this class been a good success altogether? All participants were really deeply involved in it and they benefited?
Yes, we have workshop also in which they were involved.
Hazur, I got the report, if Hazur wants me to read it out.
Which one?
Yesterday. I got the report on that from yesterday.
Okay, but first of all, this question. The question your sister, she is still writing. Yeah. After that, you submit the reports on the
yesterday
points which I have just raised.
At what age can a child keep roza? As my child is only 7 and he wanted to keep all of them.
You see, as far as children's roza is concerned, when they come to maturity, only then they are expected to keep rozas by the Quran. Roza is not compulsory upon them until they come of age. Now, this question of coming of age, reaching maturity, is a question which is liquid question. It can be answered in different countries and in the same country in the case of different boys and girls differently. Because it's a question which varies in answer when it is applied to persons and overall to countries. In hot countries, for instance, the age of maturity is much lower than in cold northern countries. And in northern countries as well, some girls become mature much earlier than most girls. Some boys become mature much earlier than most boys. So that is why the answer to this question is open. Everybody who becomes mature, he becomes answerable for his actions. As such, he or she, they know better whether the Ramadan, that Roza has become obligatory upon him or her or not. So in view of this general answer, everybody should decide. But to promote Roza among children has been a good tradition, which we observed as children in Qadian days. While we were very young and we could not keep Roza, as far as the law is concerned, we were not obliged to observe Roza, but our parents promoted this. And many children used to have their fast, while according to jurisprudence, fast had not become obligatory upon them. So this gives them a practice and a brush with Roza, what one feels during the Roza. And this has an added advantage of their parents informing them that Roza is not just being hungry and being without water, being thirsty. Roza requires you to get up earlier than your Sehri and say Tahajjud prayer. So that is the additional advantage of telling children to have fast if they want to. Have I covered everything about it?
Yes, sir. There's another question by Munawra Ahmad from Tooting Jamaat. I'm aware that the Dajjal is described not in a physical way, but what is Hazur's view on the American dollar, which has one eye? She's what she said. She is aware about the Dajjal, and it's described not in a physical way. But what is Hazur's view on the American dollar, which has one eye?
Dollar?
American dollar. She says American dollar has one eye.
It's just, I don't think it's a serious question. It may be taken as a joke. So laugh if you like to laugh at it. Weep if you like to weep. But with both eyes, not with one eye.